Now let's go over to arrangement view. Let me unarm that. Because these tracks have been playing, if I switch over to arrangement view, everything is grayed out right now. So what you want to do is click the back to arrangement view button. Now everything's cleared up. And these have stopped playing. Notice all of the play markers that were on there before have now gone away. You can also individually bring them back by clicking these little arrows here. So you see, let's say these two invisible and best drums are playing right now. If I click these, they both stopped. Now it's playing from arrangement view instead of session. You can only have a track playing from one place at a time. You can't have it playing from both arrangement and session at the same time. And this brings all of the tracks back to arrangement view. As I stated earlier, if you want to record, you click arrangement record button right here. Both of these records have to be active at the same time. The individual track and the arrangement record at the same time. And this is just my voice being recorded right here. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it's looping. That's why. I have this set to loop right now. The arrangement mixer shows the same controls as in session view. So we have activate and disable track, solo, record, volume, pan, and the sends. We only have one send, so only one of them shows up here. I already brought up the fact that you can only play one clip at a time in either session or arrangement view. During arrangement playback, if you trigger a clip from session, the track from arrangement will mute and dim, which is the opposite of what I showed you before. So let's have a track playing. But if I click these drums, so now these drums are playing, and this track is grayed out, so it's not playing these drums anymore. So even if I delete it all, the drums are still going to be active. You still hear it even though it's not there anymore. But it's only playing this loop. I just did Command Z to undo. Again, click the back to arrangement button to return playback for all tracks in arrangement, which is right here. So detail view, which is at the bottom, show and hide it down here. Let's put the help menu back up. So show and hide detail view. And over here we have the clip selector view and the device selector view, which holds your devices versus your clip. So if I click this, the clip is the audio waveform, but we have no devices, and we have no effects on this channel. But if I click over here, I do have devices and effects. And I have to click the MIDI clip for it to show up down here. And the rest of what this says is you can double click to have it show up. So I double click any of these, it shows the device. If I double click any of the individual clips themselves, it shows the clip overview versus the device view. The browser. The left pane has two parts, categories and places. Categories at the top, places down here. Categories is types, places is locations. So types of sounds, drums, instruments, audio effects, MIDI effects, etc., plugins. While places have packs, your sample library, and you can add your own folders in here as well. In the browser, you can search for files in the search bar up top. So let's go to drum and let's select 808, and here are all my 808 samples. The 808 kit. Previewing can be done with or without the preview switch activated, the headphone button at the bottom of the browser. If this button is highlighted, the preview will start when the file is selected. Otherwise, you will have to use the right arrow key to begin playing the selected file. So right now, I am just clicking down, and it's playing each file by itself, and it'll keep looping. If I don't have this blue headphone button selected, I have to click the right arrow key or else they won't play. And it only plays once instead of looping. You can adjust the preview volume down here if you want it to be louder or quieter. If the raw button is selected, files will be previewed in their original tempo and will not loop. With raw disabled, Live will try to preview files in sync with the current set tempo. I already went over a lot of the control bar information. A lot of this is really complicated for beginners, and I will go over this in later videos, but right now I feel like I should skip it. And lastly, file management. The first time you save a set, a project folder is created. You can save multiple versions in the same set, and it'll keep all of the samples together. So there's no need to have several of the same kick or snare sample if it's all the same song, just different versions of it. You can save, save as, save a copy, collect all, and save. I'm sure you're familiar with what save, save as, and save a copy do, but what collect all and save does is collects all of the samples that you used in the project, whether it's from an external hard drive or from other devices on your computer, and it saves them in that song's folder. And that brings us to the end of lesson 1. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. And if you have any feedback from me or critiques, I'd appreciate you letting me know so I can be better next time. Check out my page for more information and tutorials. And check out my music. I'm under the name Somaa, S-O-M-A-A-A. And of course, thanks for watching.